Hello students. Now I'm going to say about the EAMCET Botany weightage. That means which chapters you need to read and how that could be possible to get good score in the EAMCET exam. Okay, so in this, first of all, I'll share the screen so that you can see and get the things. Yeah, see here. In this, we will see about the EAMCET pattern. So first of all, in the EAMCET exams, we will be having it is a 3 hours exam, total 160 questions will be there and same marks. That means each question carries one mark, and for each and every subject, we are having the 40 questions. In that, no negative marking will be given for the EAMCET exam. That is there only for the national wide exams. So here in this, what the in botany, what how many questions? Only 40 questions. Okay, so now in this 40 questions, which topic is the most important one? In the botany, we are having the combinedly 2 years. That means the total 27 chapters are there, because in the first year we are having the 13 chapters and in the second year total 14 chapters. So total, a grand total, we are having the 27 chapters. In that 27 chapters, the most important ones are the morphology. Okay, so the structural organization, what we'll say in that, morphology is the most important one. In that, from that morphology, nearly we will get 4 questions. Okay, so in that chapter, if you are concentrating, then you will can get much more score as per your requirement. Whatever the stream you want to choose, after that you can score more marks in the botany itself, botany and the zoology, where everything can be compensated for us. Okay, because this is the easiest and the most expected chapters, and the always we can opt the correct answers only. And the next chapters what we have to concentrate on for the EAMCET exams are the reproduction process. So reproduction in plants are of 2 chapters what we are having in the first year. That is the a sexual type of, that is the sexual reproduction in the angiospermic plant, that is the 6th chapter, and modes of reproduction, that is the 6th chapter. Okay, so like this, the 6 and the 7 chapters are there where we have to concentrate on this. In this also, the both the ones are having the equal importance, what we'll say by the name of the unit. But in that, the 7th chapter is the most important one what we have to concentrate. And the 6th chapter, that is modes of reproduction, asexual and the vegetative reproduction, are going to be, and the vivipary, apomixis, everything will be there. Same examples again we will see in the structural, that is the morphology chapter, 5th chapter. So it's easy for us to cope up with the 6th chapter. And the same linked topic up with the 6th chapter, that is modes of reproduction, is the 4th chapter and the 2nd chapter what we read in the first year. So all these chapters are the linked chapters where same examples are going to be keep on repeating. If you concentrate on that topic where the same examples were repeated, it's a very big useful thing for the people who wants to prepare on their own for the EAMCET exams. No need for us to go to any tutorials or anything. But if we are having that much of aim in our brain that we need to crack this exam, and at least from now onwards, if you start preparing, that's a very good opportunity for you people to score good score in the EAMCET exams. And the next one is the living world, diversity in the living world. That is the 4 chapters which are there in this unit. Okay, so in these 4 chapters, the first one is the living world. In that, at least 2 questions we can expect in the EAMCET exam. That is, one is the direct and another one will be the in the combined manner. That is the along with the 5th chapter, otherwise along with the 7th chapter, or else with the 9th chapter. not ninth chapter, eighth chapter, taxonomy. Along with that, they can combine the questions, that is the family, genus, species, and what could be the number of the chromosomes that is there in the 11th chapter for us. There is a cell division. So based on this, we will be having the one combined question, but one direct question we can expect from the first chapter. Okay, in that scientists are the different one. I'm not talking about the scientists, other part I'm saying. And the next one is the plant systematics. Plant systematics means nothing but the classification, taxonomy, and the cell structure, all these things. Plant systematics is nothing but the taxonomy, eighth chapter. From the eighth chapter, we can expect two questions, two or three questions for the EAMCET exam. One is completely related with the taxonomy, that is the classification that was given by the Bentham and Hooker. That is the natural system of classification, artificial system of classification, otherwise the phylogenetic system of classification. From that, one question is mandatory. And the second question from the families, that is the Fabaceae, Solanaceae, Liliaceae, three families what we are having in the eighth chapter taxonomy. From this, one question is mandatory. And this one question may come from the altogether, otherwise only one family also. That means economic importance of the Fabaceae, Solanaceae, Liliaceae. If you learn properly, then it's very useful. In the economic importance, not only the usages, the plant and its scientific name and the common name, just like the Withania somnifera, commonly called as the ashwagandha. If you remember the ashwagandha, they may ask Withania. Otherwise, Withania, they will ask in common name. We need to identify in the objectives what they have given. Okay, multiple choices. So like that, the questions will be present in the from the plants, that is from the families what we have learned in the first year, that is the Fabaceae, Solanaceae, Liliaceae. In the 70%, 75% syllabus last year, no one learned the Fabaceae family. Better to learn that family now for the EAMCET exam also, because in the EAMCET exam, complete 100% syllabus from the first year as well as 100% syllabus from the second year. There is no choice of leaving a single chapter from this concept. So just like in the NEET exam, everything is covered in this also. And the next one is the internal organization. And apart from this, if you concentrate on the plant ecology, which is a very, very useful and the most important one, we can easily go back with the topics what are there in the plant ecology. And one question is mandatory from the tissues chapter, that is the 12th chapter, xylem and the phloem. Arrangement of the xylem, phloem, otherwise the parenchymatous tissue, sclerenchymatous tissue, cholenchymatous tissue. One question is mandatory. You can block this concept. That much guarantee topic is this. That is the in the tissues, parenchymatous tissue, cholenchyma, sclerenchyma, xylem, phloem. Out of this, one damn sure question you can see in the NEET exam, in the EAMCET exam. And the next one is the ecology. From the ecology, minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions beta. So in this, the succession is the one question. We can easily say that from this topic, one question is mandatory in the ecology 13th chapter. And the next one will be the hydrophytes, xerophytes, the how they how which plants will come under this category, and what are the characteristic features, internal organization and everything. And this topic is going to be combined with some other topics in the previous chapters. So combinedly, we will be having the questions. That is the in the 7th chapter, same hydrophytes will come as the plants which will go with the pollinations, different types of pollinations, hydrophily, zoophily. Okay, in that these plants will be coming now. So those plants we need to remember over here. And after that, in the second year, we are having the first unit is the plant physiology. That is the transportation in the plants, minerals, that is the elements that are present in the soil, macro elements, micro elements. And the next one will be the enzymes chapter. From these 3 chapters, we can get 4 questions. mandatory 4 questions. In that also related with osmosis, plasmolysis, 1 question. That may be the single alone question, otherwise in the master following. That is constant. And the water potential, 1 question is constant in this. And the next one will be the ascent of, that is the opening and the closing of the stomatal apparatus. This can be combined with the elements that are going to be absorbed by the plants through the soil molecules. That is the second chapter, mineral nutrition. From that again we can have the same thing as the multiple choice, otherwise the master followings. Okay, like that we will get the damn sure questions in this chapter. And the next one is the nitrogen root nodules formation, or else the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is mandatory because in that the biological nitrogen fixation, in that process the bacteria which are going to be useful for the biological nitrogen fixation. After that again the nitrification, denitrification, the bacteria which are useful is combined with the bacterial chapter of the second year syllabus, that is the chapter 7. So like that we will be having the combined topic. Okay, and the next one is the enzymes. In the enzymes, lock-in-key hypothesis, induced fit theory, scientists and the concept, block it. That is the mandatory important question from that. And after that, in the C3C, in the photosynthesis chapters, scientists are the best one. And apart from that, the C3, C4 cycles and the CAM cycle and the photorespiration. If you concentrate on this, 2 questions you can answer. And the next one is the respiration. In the respiration, we can expect 3 questions. 3 questions in the respiration. That is in the photosynthesis also, light reactions, dark reactions. 1 mandatory question. Then dark in the light reactions means cyclic and the non-cyclic, PS1, PS2 system. Based on that, 1 damn sure question in the EAMCET paper. Then the dark reactions, C3, C4, CAM cycle, photorespiration. These are the most important one. So like that in the, that is the 3 questions in the photosynthesis chapter and 3 questions in the respiration. In the respiration means based on glycolysis, 1 question. How they will ask? No one can say. But based on the glycolysis, aerobic, that is the common pathway for the aerobic and the anaerobic respiration, will have 1 question. And then the Krebs cycle, and the in that Krebs cycle, which reactions they will ask in the EAMCET exam in a twisted manner, because this is the no negative marking pattern of the questions. So here the questions are the twisted questions, remember. It's not the straightforward questions, no way. And the options are also too close. So we should have the grip on the topic itself. And the next one is the from the hormones, 2 questions is mandatory. Plant growth hormones, 2 questions mandatory. And after that, bacteria, 1 question mandatory, virus, 1 question. This is the minimum question what I am saying. We may have two questions also. Then the next chapter is the genetics. From the genetics chapter, 3 questions are going to come. If you see like this, the most important weighted chapters, that is the genetics, photosynthesis, respiration, transportation. That is the first chapter in the second year. Then the 11th and the 12th chapter. Block it, 3 questions, 3 or 4 questions we can expect from that. Okay, that is the one where I'm not including any other chapter. If you go with this, that is the here total 6 chapters were over, because first chapter and the 4th chapter, 5th chapter, 7, 8 and the 9. Okay, 7, 8 will be the two questions. Okay, easy ones where we can easily get the much more weightage of the questions, and damn sure answers can be easily identified. Okay, like that if we prepare, and from the 14th chapter, 1, 2, 3 questions will come. So like this, if you prepare from these chapters, and it will be very, very useful for you. That is the 14th chapter is the microbes and the human welfare chapter. 3 questions is mandatory. From that, natural gas, that is the biogas formation, and the bioreactor from the 11th chapter. Like this, important concepts are there where we will get the questions. Okay, just to prepare well, and don't forget to share this and like this video. Okay, right. Thank you.